Today's headline is Riding a Shark. The subheadline says, The Hawaiian Songstress as a Naiad, a Strange Adventure. This article originally came from the San Francisco Call. It says, Miss Adelaide Miller, the Hawaiian Songstress, was the heroine, a short time before her departure for San Francisco, of an adventure perhaps unlike any recorded in the wildest production of fancy. Certainly nothing of equal romance has been made public. True, she was a heroine perforce, but still a heroine, since few, even of the sterner sex, could have sustained a similar ordeal without positive and possibly fatal consequences. Nor is it every man nor every woman who can enjoy a ride upon the back of a shark, or having enjoyed that pastime, would survive to describe its sensation. Yet the sweet singer from Maui not only rode on one of these marine monsters, but lived to narrate the particulars of her strange adventure. This is a story as told by herself. Miss Miller was on a visit to some friends at Waikiki, a celebrated watering place near Honolulu, and also noted as the summer residences of the Hawaiian Kings. It is a great place for surf bathing. Almost every hour of the day, during the season, shoals of dusky figures are visible, bathing among the breakers. The waters near the shore are considered safe, but outside of the reef are tabooed, on account of the sharks, which abound in immense numbers. Woe to the daring swimmer who ventures that far. Once beyond the reef, he may as well make his will in favor of the nearest fish, for his fate is as certain as the depletion of a friendless topper's Woe to the daring swimmer who ventures that far. Once beyond the reef, he may as well make his will in favor of the nearest fish, for his fate is as certain as the depletion of a friendless topper's exchequer by the voracious sharks of a police court. One day Miss Miller was enjoying a surf bath with a number of her companions. Like most of the islanders, she is amphibious, as much at home upon the water as upon land, swims in fact like a fish, and has a national reputation as a diver. While so engaged, one girl proposed they should swim out to the reef. The suggestion was not followed, fear of the monsters there abounding being the excuse. This did not intimidate the girl who made the proposition. She resolved to go thither herself, and finally bantered her companions into following her example. As they approached the reef, a canoe passed them, the natives shouting, "Mano, mano, shark, shark," also urging them to hasten to a canoe for safety. But before the terrified girls could move one way or the other, a huge blue shark surged in among them, and rising to the surface, lifted Miss Miller out of the water. In her terror, she grasped one of the shark's upper fins. This proceeding, as well as the burden upon its back, seemed to terrify the monster, for it darted off at a speed that would easily outstrip that of the fastest ship, keeping, however, on the surface of the water. It kept along at this pace for about 60 yards, still bearing the Hawaiian Naiad upon its back, when it suddenly plunged downward, forcing its fair rider to let go her hold, and leaving her unscratched after her perilous adventure. She was soon picked up by the canoe, and with her companions, returned safe to Waikiki. This adventure raised Miss Miller highly in the estimation of her country people, by the bulk of whom the shark is held sacred and still worshipped. Even after a century of Christianity, this superstition prevails. The Kanakas will not kill a shark unless in self-defense, nor will they eat its flesh, though it is esteemed a delicacy among most of the South Sea Islanders. The fact that a Hawaiian had ridden a fish so sacred, and we may add voracious, was indeed a fit subject for panegyric. Though we question whether the highest eulogium would induce the sweet-voiced Mauian to again cavort upon the spine of an azure-skinned Mano. This story came from the great state of Wisconsin, being reported in the Manitowoc Tribune of May 20th, 1875. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, now remember before you leave, to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.